And entrepreneurship isn't just about wins. It's also about how we showed up during the challenges. And I imagine as a parent, your child gets to see that side of you too. And how would you model resilience for your kids when they see you navigating the ups and downs?
I may be lucky that I'm pretty even keeled to begin with.
Well, that tells it when you're 14, you have that idea and ambition and plan.
Yeah. So it's not just that I could be better at execution. I sometimes work too slow for my own feeling. Like they could be further along many times, but I think that's a common thing that entrepreneurs feel. I am probably more patient than I should be as an entrepreneur.
Yeah.
But from the resilience side, I don't like my son. I have a 14-year-old son, right?
Okay.
And what my son sees me do when it's not going well, he sees me read because I'm trying to figure out how to solve the problem.
Yes.
And when it's going well, he sees me read.
Yes.
So it's not really. I don't think he really has a sense for it yet. Although he's starting to wake up to what I'm doing.
That's amazing. I mean, you're really embodying you lead by example of showing, hey, when we're facing challenges in life, what tools and resources that we could lean into. And I could resonate with you about reading. It's the most economical, easiest for us to get knowledges and, learn about other people's knowledge and shared insights from ancients, from across globally through through the vast spread of a timeline. It's really, really helpful.
You're preaching to the choir on this one. The weird part about it is, to me, so my son does not read. But I see him wake up and I see him making connections and his brain works the other way. And whoever is listening to this, I am not at all saying don't read. Like I think reading is so fundamental to exactly what you just said, to get into the depth. Any subject you want, get someone who's written a book about it, who has been edited by an editing house, right? So that the facts in the book work, right? It's not just something you picked up on TikTok, right? And I fear kind of what I see happening now. There's a lot of consultants and other entrepreneurs in my environment who are writing the book with AI, right? And then editing it for a couple of weeks, and then they self-publish. I don't want to read that. They may be good, right? I'm not saying that they're not, but I don't want to read that. I want you to have found a publisher, you had an editor, right? Somebody believed in this, somebody checked the facts, crossed the T's and dot the I's. There were a lot of people on it, and they thought it's commercially viable to publish this book, or that it brought something to the art, whatever the art may be, right? Something to their field that it was worth putting out there.
This is such a hot topic now because given what AI has quickly advanced and it touches almost every aspect of our life, and I think this is a really hot topic just from a reading perspective, but also from education, right? That leads me to a deeper question, one that I think every parent and entrepreneur eventually reflects. If your child one day asks you, Dad, what does it mean to live a meaningful life? What would you answer him?
You're asking such light and easy questions. I like that.
Okay.
I was hoping to choose between a mocha and a latte, but this is what that is deep. I don't know if I have an answer.
I like that answer. That is true. It's very true. Everyone feels different.
Yeah, and I think there is. I basically think that it's going to sound almost religious. I basically think if you consider yourself as being part of everything, like we are all one, then all the other things kind of flow from that. You can't hurt someone else because if we're one, you're hurting yourself doing that. So it comes with the moral ecology. It comes with all these things that make a life worth living. But I may be 60, but I haven't figured it out yet. So the conversation keeps going.
Yeah, it it's a long journey of continued self-discovery,
Yeah.
and keep on evolving, keep on growing, and keep on adjusting based on our mindset,
Hmm.
external factors, and also a lot of a self-reflection.
The people who say this is what I know for sure
Yeah,
scare me.
yeah, yeah. I agree. I agree. I think that I think that embodies the being open-minded at all times, right? It's true. Like, just think about it. Like, how you carry your opinions on certain things and some certain topics and subjects. Now, think about it 5 years ago, 10 years ago. They could
Yeah.
be so different.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
And so and we were talking about parenting, right?
yeah,
I was
yeah,
so excited when my son,
yeah,
maybe like 8 years ago,
hmm,
showed an interest for coding.
yeah,
And I thought, because that's the future.
yeah.
It's not the future anymore.
Right.
Now we're prompting. And who knows what we're doing next year, right? So I don't like, there's just a lot of the future that we literally can't see.
Right.
So guiding to me is shepherding and having him find his own gift.
I agree. But I think that just because things are evolving so quickly, and I think, it's still really valuable and be present. I mean, we can only make decisions given what we know under the circumstances. 8 years ago, you wouldn't know that coding isn't as a big thing as what the prompting is now.
Right.
But I think that, to me, I think that is still really, really valuable and cool because you know what you want to do.
Hmm.
And I feel like you said, everything is one connected. And I think every skill set that we're able to take away from whatever experiences we have, whether they're still useful as today, they're all gonna shape who we are going to be. And they're all
Yes.
interconnected in a way. So nothing really in life that we experiences is ever wasted. Everything.
Oh, I like that. I'll take that on.
Yeah.
Because there have been many times when I thought like, I'm never gonna get that hour back, right?
But you don't know sometimes when we are doing things that are completely unrelated. Surprisingly, down the road, whatever the mindset, skill, intuition, spirit, or something that sparks you, it's because of the work that you've done. So, just
Yeah,
a thought.
yeah. No, I like that. And the experience you just had. Yeah.
As we wrap up, I love to leave our listeners with something practical and inspiring. What advice would you give it to parents who want to encourage creativity, independence, and courage in their children?
Let them fail.
Yeah. Oh, I love that.
That's
I love that.
like especially while they're still kids and while failure carries very little consequences, right? Right now, my son just started high school.
Yeah.
I am deliberately not involved
Yeah.
in his classes, his classwork, any of it, right? Because, and if he comes home with a straight C average, right?
Mm-hmm.
I'll be able to say, you take that bus, you get there. Right? That's where you are. Yeah, let them fail.
I really like that because if you look back, all the historical successful people, whether how you define success, right? The main common advice they ever speak about is the growth happens the most when there's a pain and
Right.
self-reflection,
Hmm.
right? And I think
So I'm not saying really. I want to say I'm not saying like create an environment where they fail in,
right,
right?
right.
But let them try and fail themselves.
You want to give them the agency and autonomy and the choices that they make so that they get to see what the outcome
Correct.
and consequences based on their own behavior.
Correct.
I love that. And I think as a parent, we always want the most for our kids. But I think by us being there is also create that guardrail that so that they are being guided. So under guided,
Hmm.
let them shine, let them take that experiences and journey to discover, okay, well, if I do this way, I'm going to have this outcome. If I choose that behavior, I'm going to have a different outcome.
and look, we're living in Southern California. We're as pleasant as it can be,
Yeah.
right? I'm not saying put them in harm's way,
Yes.
right? And they go to school. They get 3 square meals a day. Our kids are loved by their parents, right?
Yes.
All of that is there, right? I think the helicopter parenting has gone way too far.
Yes.
And so, yeah.
I like that. That's awesome. Thorsten, thank you so much for sharing your journey and wisdom with us today. Your perspective on entrepreneurship, resilience, creativity has really showed us, and it's a reminder that growth is as much as who we become as what we're building. So for our listeners, I hope our conversation inspire you to lean into your own path, whatever that means to you. And thank you for watching. Until next time, keep rising.